Hello, viewers. Look at your playlist. Then to me. Then to your playlist again. Now back to me. Sadly, it's been a while since I've done one of these video blogs. So, after a 5-month delay, here I am back, finally with a Dief's movie review. And the movie I'm going to review today is the just released Gunless. Now, those of you who know me, I am a Paul Gross fan from Due South, and Gunless is his latest movie vehicle where he plays a gunslinger in the Old West. And basically, what happens, he plays the character, the Montana Kid, where he escapes to Canada and ends up in this town who's not really big on guns. Well, technically they are big on guns, but they're mostly hunting rifles and like that. They're not really into pistols or anything of the sort. And basically, Paul Gross's character, who plays the Montana Kid, he's basically on the run from a bunch of bounty hunters who happens to be led by former Due South alumni Callum Keyes Rennie. Unfortunately, most of the movie I feel is very slow plotting. It's just basically the Montana Kid's interaction with the townsfolk, and basically he's just camping out there on the run, trying to get patched up because he got shot in the posterior. So they basically took the gun out, took the bullet out of his butt, and eventually the underlying motive of the movie or primary plot directive, at least that's what they lead you to believe, is a showdown between the Montana Kid and the town blacksmith who Paul Gross's character takes obsession to shoeing his horse. And basically, this is supposed to build up to a gunfight between Paul Gross's character and the gunsmith. In the meantime, Paul Gross shows up with Sarah Gilroy, I believe her name is, who plays the character Jane. And basically, there's a little hidden like romantic tension between Montana Kid, whose real name happens to be Sean in the movie, and the character Jane. So there's a little bit of like romantic tension. And in the meantime, there's a Mally that they come across who, quite frankly, in my opinion, for those of you who follow Due South, basically shows the same tendencies of Turnbull, although I wouldn't say that dim-witted, but it's pretty up there. But technically, the movie just plods along. Like, you don't really see Callum Keyes Rennie's character on screen for certain until about halfway through the movie. And like basically, whenever you see the bounty hunters, it's basically them riding into town trying to find Montana Kid, and eventually they do. And basically, you really don't see any interaction between Paul Gross and Callum Keyes Rennie until like the climactic scene of the movie. I won't spoil it for everyone, but basically, it's kind of anticlimactic when it gets to there. And quite frankly, I understand that since this is a Canadian cinema movie, not every movie is going to be up there with Paul Gross's other products, Passchendaele and Men with Brooms. This is supposed to be billed as sort of a Western comedy, but you really have to struggle to find some of the jokes. There is one in-joke between Paul Gross's character and the RCMP's character when they're at a dance, and Paul Gross pretty much says it takes a special kind of man to pull off a look like that, who happens to be the Mally in dress uniform. So if you really know Due South, that's kind of a little needle there at some of Paul's previous character, but basically, it's an okay movie, but compared to, like I said, compared to Passchendaele and Men with Brooms, it falls pretty flat. And there's not really much interaction between Paul Gross and Callum Keyes Rennie, which personally I thought there would be more of, considering both of them worked in the final 2 seasons of Due South. And I saw it as a little bit of a reunion between the two, but there really wasn't much there. So if you were to ask me, I would give the movie a thumbs in the middle, but It would be a thumbs down, but I'm bringing it up to thumbs in the middle, mostly because it has Paul Groves and it has a little snippet of Callum Keith Ray, but quite frankly, it could have been better. And I just realized that not all Canadian cinema is going to be really stellar. Unfortunately, this was not the case. I expected to have some hate comments from the Paul Gross fans, and I understand that, but I'm just voicing my opinion. And I just personally thought that this movie wasn't as good as what I thought should be. But then again, that's just me. If you want to see the movie, I'm not stopping you. Fork out the $11 or however much your movie admission is going to be out in your area. But quite frankly, if you're a Paul Gross fan, go see it if you want. But I think you're going to be disappointed. And quite frankly, like I said, it's a good movie, but it could have been a lot better. That's basically my movie review. Gunless, so next movie I'm going to see, hopefully it'll be a lot better, but we'll see. Thanks for watching.